I recorded my friend's fiancée at her bachelorette party and played the recording for him. So my buddy Kyle has been dating this woman Amanda for like 3 years. She seemed cool at first. Normal job, friendly enough, laughed at his jokes. Kyle's got a 7-year-old son named Ethan from a previous relationship. And when they first started dating, Amanda was really nice to the kid. Like she'd bring him little toys, watch movies with him, the whole thing. Kyle was honestly relieved because his ex moved across the country for work, so he's got Ethan full-time except summers. Finding someone who was cool with that was hard. Anyway, they got engaged last winter and Amanda started planning this huge wedding. I got invited to her bachelorette party even though we're not super close. I'm really Kyle's friend, but I guess she needed to fill out the guest list or something. It was this long weekend thing at a beach house rental. Pretty nice place. There was a hot tub on the back deck, tons of wine and vodka. Someone even hired a private chef for one night. Everyone was having a good time. On Saturday night, I went outside to get some air. I'm not a huge drinker, and everyone inside was getting really loud. I walked out onto the deck with my beer and just stood there looking at the ocean. It was dark, but you could hear the waves. Really peaceful. That's when I heard Amanda's voice from the hot tub. She was in there with 2 of her friends, Jess and somebody else I didn't know. They were all clearly drunk. Amanda was saying something about how she felt more relaxed than she had in months. I figured she meant wedding planning because she'd been stressed about centerpieces or whatever. But then Jess asked her if she was having trouble with the little monster lately, and Amanda laughed and said no, that he was manageable for now. I realized immediately they were talking about Ethan, Kyle's kid. This sweet, quiet 7-year-old who likes dinosaurs and plays soccer. I just stood there frozen for a second. Then I pulled out my phone and started recording. I don't even know why exactly. Instinct, I guess. The other friends started saying stuff about how exhausting kids that age are. Always needing attention and making noise. Amanda agreed and said that Ethan had this annoying habit of asking her a million questions when she got home from work. She said it in this really mean tone, like the kid was some pest. Jess said something like, "Just wait until you're actually his stepmom, then you're stuck with him." They all laughed. Then Amanda said, and I remember this exactly, "Honestly, it's too bad he's not old enough to send to military school yet." More laughing. Someone said, "Or boarding school," and Amanda was like, "God, that would be perfect. Just ship him off somewhere for most of the year." They kept going for another minute, just tearing into this little kid, talking about how he was needy and annoying and how Amanda was dreading having to deal with him full-time after the wedding. At one point, she said she'd have to convince Kyle to send him to his mom's for the school year, not just summer, that it would be better for everyone. I stopped recording when they started talking about honeymoon destinations. I just quietly walked back inside, went to my room, and didn't talk to anyone the rest of the night. I felt sick. The next morning at breakfast, Amanda was super cheerful and normal, asking me if I had fun. I just nodded and left as soon as I could. When I got home, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Kyle loves that kid more than anything. He coaches Ethan's soccer team. They build Lego sets together every weekend. I've seen him turn down work trips and dates and everything else to make sure he's there for his son. And Amanda was about to become this kid's stepmom in like 2 months. I texted Kyle and asked if I could come over. He said sure. Probably thought I wanted to hang out and watch the game or something. When I got there, Ethan was at a friend's house, so it was just us. I sat down on his couch and told him I needed to show him something from the bachelorette party. He looked confused, but said, okay. I played him the recording, the whole thing. He didn't say anything while it played, just stared at my phone. His face went completely blank. When it finished, he was quiet for a really long time. I started to say something, but he held up his hand. Finally, he asked me to send him the recording. I airdropped it to him right there. Then he asked me to delete it from my phone. I told him I would. He thanked me for showing him and I left. That was 4 days ago. I haven't deleted the recording yet, even though I said I would.